are back on the other side of the kitchen table for another Tales from the Toilet Bowl.
He's not cooperating.
Today we are going to be talking about music.
Bands.
And we'll tell you what we like. We'd love a comment from you on what you like.
Yes.
And see if we have even heard of them or what we think.
Yes.
So first
You
of all,
can start.
I'll start.
Yeah.
What's your favourite band?
No, I mean you
I've just
start.
started.
No, start. But what's your favourite band?
I don't have one.
Who's your favourite solo artist?
Chris Isaak. He is mainly a country and western performer. One of his most successful songs was Wicked Game, which has been covered by him. It's been covered by everyone in the dog, basically. Also, it was used for
Even our good
snooker.
friends, Blood
in
in Tears.
And it was also used on snooker. It was used as a part of the movie soundtrack, and it's a brilliant song. But then I think
I sang at karaoke for you.
You sung Blue Hotel at
I sang
karaoke.
Wicked Game as well.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
I don't remember.
I think you was in the toilet.
Oh, that was good. But Chris Isaak, I really, really like. He actually appeared as an actor
She in love with him.
for 27 years.
Hmm.
He actually appeared as an actor. He was in a spin-off of Twin Peaks called Fire Walk With Me. He was also in Silence of the Lambs. He played the leader of the SWAT team, and he had like one line, but it was the best line in the whole movie.
She would say that.
He also done the soundtrack for a film that starred Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern called Wild at Heart. He did, they used Blue Hotel.
That's so cool. They bashed someone's brains in on the stairs. I love it.
That figured quite heavily in that film, and if you got I'm going back to VHS. If you've got the video VHS version of it, it's actually got a music video for Blue Hotel at the end of the
Is it Blue
song.
Hotel or Wicked Game?
Blue Hotel.
Oh, Blue Hotel. That's a better one. I prefer that to Wicked Game, to be honest.
And also, there used to be a programme on many, many years ago. Can't remember the name of the programme, but I know that the lead character was called Johnny Betts, and it was a detective show, and Blue Hotel featured in that as well. So he's done, and also if you like the Bad Girl Perfume, which I believe is it Catherine O'Hara?
Yeah, Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara, Bad Girl. Baby Did a Bad Thing is actually the soundtrack to that ad. So, just for information, you know, not that I followed his career or anything like that.
Not at all.
And I mean, he's getting a bit old now, and he just recently done, well, not recently, it was a couple of years ago now, he done the Sun Sessions album, where he's covered Johnny Cash, he done Ring of Fire, he ended up doing about 42 songs. I don't know how many's on the album, but...
Not 42.
Not 42, I don't think, no. But they
Is there only one album? Didn't he do two?
No, he did the one, and they were going to do a follow-up one, but they didn't get around to it, so I don't know. But, yeah, and he is someone I would really love to see live, but the tickets were £50 each.
They've probably gone up now.
Probably, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I really love Chris Isaak. I think he is amazing, and he is fantastic, and he's older than me, because if I actually happen to mention that I find someone in a band that she likes, if I say, oh, they're attractive, it's like, ugh. So I'm allowed to say that I've got a thing for Chris Isaak because he's older than me. So I'm sorry.
not cradle snatching or anything then.
No, he's older than me. He's like an old man.
Is that your only one?
No.
No? Well, go on then.
I would like to say that I also rather fancy Richard Febras.
What do you mean who you fancy? I meant...
From the band Right Said Fred, which is another band I like. I'm getting to it.
He's too sexy.
He is too sexy. He's too sexy for his cat. His
He's
car.
too sexy for cats. Come on now.
He was too sexy for his cat. Poor
Because
pussy.
he's an idiot.
Poor pussy cat.
She's going to start singing in a minute.
And
She did that karaoke and I was doing catwalking up and down the
It was really disturbing because there's a guy doing it with her as well.
Yeah,
There's a male model there, so there's her and a male model waving their little tushes at me.
No, Tiggy, no. Tiggy, no.
Oh, hello. He's waving his little tush.
Because you said pussycat.
Poor pussy.
Hang on. Tig, come here. No, don't do that again.
So, yeah, I like Right Said Fred. I like a band that nobody remembers called Classics Nouveau.
There was the other one as well you said about.
Steel Span. They are Steel Span, a folk band. I don't know whether anyone's heard of them. It was a long time ago. They had #1 hit with All Around My Hat, which was like in 1970 something. It was a long time ago. And
Hey, Andy.
I think they're absolutely amazing. If you like folk, a lot of people don't. But what's not to like? They talk about killing babies and
That's lovely. So does Alice Cooper.
yeah, but they talk about killing babies and things like that, and women running away with Blackjack Davy, and yeah,
That's racist.
Blackjack Davy probably had a black beard or something. You know what they were like in those days.
It's not racist though.
You know, but yeah, Still I Span, I do rate. I think they're great. Maddie Pryor, who's the female singer of that band, had the most gorgeous voice. And usually you hear them on the radio at Easter singing a song called Gaudet, which is completely in Latin.
It's no good then, I can understand it.
Yeah, it's got a little translation on Commoner's Crown as to what they're singing about. Oh
yeah, we always have to listen to every Easter because she's insane.
Yeah.
You
So
don't have to sing the whole song.
I wasn't. I can't do the high notes.
Ooh.
So yeah, but they are a really good band. Check them out on YouTube. Steel I Span, if you like folk, and check out Chris Isaak if you like country and western. Or if you want to sort of relive the 80s, just have a little listen to Classics Nouveau on the 90s.
Duran.
The 90s. Right, so Fred. And what is wrong with Duran?
I get tortured. I know.
They were one of my guilty
Regularly.
pleasures when I was younger. When I was younger, I was a hardcore goth. I still am a bit.
Still am a bit. I was a hardcore goth. Still am a bit.
And, you can't get black clothes in my size, and if I started wearing lots of black makeup, you'd just think I've been beaten up.
I don't think that you don't have done it.
Duran was my guilty pleasure, because we weren't supposed to like Duran. But I always did, and I've seen them live about 4 times. So I was a bit of a Duran.
I punched someone.
Quietly.
Got red knuckles.
I
haven't.
Mind you like Duran.
Sometimes, not when I'm being driven.
And Korn
mad.
actually covered the chauffeur.
That's a good song.
Yeah, but Korn covered it.
Yeah, Korn did cover it.
So did Def Leppard.
It's Korn or
No, Deftones.
Def Leppard. Pour some sugar on me, chauffeur.
So put some sugar on my chauffeur. Out on the tar planes.
Yeah, but the problem with Duran is their songs make no sense. None.
No. But then again, you listen to T-Rex.
Oh, I love T-Rex.
Yeah, do their songs make sense?
Get it on, bang a gong, get it on. Why would you be banging a gong if you're getting it on? You wouldn't.
And what about David Bowie?
Oh, he made no sense, but everyone loves David Bowie.
I know everyone don't love
Dude was amazing.
Oh, and Ricky Gervais.
Will you please? Go away.
Everyone thinks of Ricky Gervais as this
No.
portly comedian. And
Who eats tofu?
he was actually in a band called Shona Dancing back in the 80s. And
Who's Shona?
somebody they knew at college.
Why was she
who
dancing?
used to dance at the dances.
Oh, okay.
It was called Shona Dancing. And he
That's
looks
like a
very
sheep.
Bowie-esque, and it's a very Bowie-esque song.
She used to fancy him.
I did, because he had fangs and everything. It was gorgeous then.
No, she
but
fancies Mighty Bello as well,
I'm
he's
not-
got fangs.
I'm not sure what happened to him. over the years. He changed completely. So did I. But, you know, he changed in public. I didn't.
Publicly changed.
And then you've got Marty Pellow from Wet Wet Wet. Oh, I remember from their first song.
She's
Wishing
kind
I
of
Was
gone
Lucky.
into bands that she likes to men that she fancies.
No, because I like the bands as well. This is the bad thing. I mean, there are some people that I fancy and I can't stand their music. So, you know,
Who?
I can't think. Shalimar. I quite like Shalimar, you know, disco band. But I don't fancy any of them.
No, I'm talking. Go on.
You said I was talking about men.
Yeah. You said there's some bands with men that I fancy, but I don't like their music. And then you went Shalimar. I like Shalimar, but I don't like.
Okay, bands that I can't stand their music, but I like the way the singer looks. Brother Beyond.
Who the hell are they?
I used to quite fancy Nathan out of Brother Beyond.
I don't even know who they are.
They were a boy band in the 80s. And I rather fancied Nathan, but as for their songs, forget it.
Well. Anyone else?
Well, yeah, but I can't think off the top of my head.
Okay.
And now you.
I have 5 favourite bands.
Right, so we'll start with the first one.
Okay, go Avenged Sevenfold first.
Right, Avenged Sevenfold. As you can see, she has a memorial tattoo for the Rev, who was the drummer of Avenged Sevenfold.
Date of birth. Unfortunately, date of death. It's got forever written down there and R.I.P. at the top. Thanks, man.
And she actually showed that tattoo to Emma Shadows, who is the lead singer of Avenged Sevenfold, and he said it was beautiful. And the Rev really appreciated it, especially since it was on a lady.
On my hand.
Yeah.
It's very girly.
But, yeah, Avenged Sevenfold are a good band. I like Avenged Sevenfold.
I want to go and see them so badly, but I've never had the chance because every time they've done a bloody gig, I've either been working, going to another gig, or just busy.
And I like Avenged Sevenfold.
Emma's got an amazing voice though.
He's a bit whiny, but...
Sinister Gates, his guitar playing. Whew.
Well, the Rev was a legendary drummer. You can't beat the Rev.
The Rev was amazing. And Sinister Gates is amazing. And Em has got an amazing voice. He's very, 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 like, no one sounds like him.
It's very distinctive because he whines.
Like, he does, but... And even the earlier stuff that she doesn't like is too heavy. I love it. Like, the screamy stuff. I like. She doesn't like it.
I don't see why a band where the singer can actually sing have to scream.
Because he whines.
Look, okay, Venom. I love Venom. They screamed for a reason. You heard Trunk Crunch like to sing.
Oh.
So, you know, that is... If you can't sing, scream. Fine. But if you can actually... If you've got a lovely singing voice, then sing for crying out loud.
By the way, these 5 bands, I'm not putting them in any kind of order. This is just... I love them all the same amount, apart from the first one. Which you will know when I get to it.
So that's Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Apocalyptica.
Apocalyptica are amazing. I love Apocalyptica.
Yes.
And I'm actually allowed to say that I'm attracted to one of them because he's not exactly young.
Erica.
Yeah. I'm not, he's not...
She only likes him when he's arrogant.
I only like arrogant Vikings. I'm
very, well, not really recently, is it? It's like, it's been an ongoing thing. I'm very heavily into Finnish metal and Finnish bands. Like, I sing to Nightwish every day.
It's alright, it's a knock and a bottle top.
I sing to Nightwish every day. That's the sort of, like, singing that I do. When I do my hour of singing a day, it's Nightwish. I mean...
Symphonic metal.
Yeah. So... But it's not Nightwish with Tarja or Annette. No, it's Nightwish with Flor.
Because Flor Jansen has the most amazing voice and the biggest range of anyone we've ever heard. So, yeah, she does. She loves all that. But, I mean,
but it's getting better, isn't it? I'm sort of like half sound like her now.
I don't like, just like Apocalyptica when they're doing their singles and their more commercial stuff. I also like them when they're doing the classical stuff as well.
So do I.
Because we do actually listen to classical.
And also I've spoken to
She's spoken to Patu and Miko.
And yeah.
And Miko actually mentioned our cat in one of his streams.
The one who was just there a second ago, he's down there now. He went, hello, Tiki, Tiki, Tiki.
So, I mean, yeah, we're both heavily into Finnish metal.
And I've also spoken to Patu on Instagram.
Finland is always somewhere I've wanted to go since I was about 12. So, you know, this has been an ongoing thing, so I've always sort of listened to Finnish metal, and she's kind of inherited it from me.
So like other bands.
But there are a lot more Finnish bands.
You don't like Children of Bodom, and I love them.
I don't like Children of Bodom, they're way too heavy
Fintroll?
and they can't. They scream also.
What about that other one? The one who sing Vodka. The folk band.
I thought that was Fintroll.
No, that's another band. It begins with V. I can't say it. It's...
There are a
Or
lot
the
of-
local band, or Reckless Love. You love Reckless Love.
I love Reckless Love. I've been to
In a
Reckless
second,
Love.
she's going to tell you the story of when she went to see Reckless Love for her birthday with Ollie. In a minute. Yeah, right, anyway, come in.
So, what was I up to?
Finnish metal when I said
yeah.
she didn't like Fintroll or anything like that.
So, yeah, I do like Finnish metal. I love Volbeat. Some
Oh,
people
yeah,
say they're actually from Denmark, but I believe they're from Finland. Nightwish, obviously.
All three singers really, but I think Floor's the... She's the...
Also, I like Battle Beast.
I love Battle Beast, they are.
And
The lead singer of Battle Beast, she's so amazing. Her voice, oh wow.
and she's
Oh,
also
God. That's very loud.
she's also very, very sexy.
She got boobs.
Epica is not a Finnish band, but
No,
I quite like them.
they're not Finnish.
And a surprise, I always kind of liked Hanoi Rocks. I preferred how they looked to how they sounded, but I actually found out they were Finnish. And I was quite surprised.
And they done a song with Lordi. We love
And they done a
Lordi.
song with Lordi,
They
which we
won
love.
for Finland at the
And
Eurovision
yeah.
Song Contest.
And what was the song?
Hard Rock Hallelujah.
Yep. So, you know, that is, we've always
She's
had,
going to try and sing when we go to Finland.
not Hard Rock Hallelujah.
He said it was Hard Rock Hallelujah.
Was it?
Yes, it was. One with the epic guitar at the end.
Oh yeah, that was Hard Rock. Hard Rock.
No, don't. Not now. Okay.
Yeah, but
We're reviewing
we
bands,
like
not-
Lordi, and I mean there are a lot of Finnish metal bands. I mean apparently Finland has the most metal bands per capita than anywhere else.
Rasmus we like.
Rasmus.
They're very mellow though. They're like mine.
Yeah, the chill out music normally.
One we're not mentioning for a reason. Not yet. We're not mentioning one at the moment for a reason.
But yeah, we do like a lot of Finnish metal,
Yes.
even the agents,
Yeah.
and they're jazz.
But anyway, yeah, so second on my list is Apocalyptica. I've got signed pictures of 3 of them. And
She told me that for Christmas she's going to see them live if they're doing a concert thing.
I'm getting you backstage pass to meet all
Yes.
so I can wind up
Because
with
I only like Echo when he's going.
and
And
so he's not
arrogant.
doing that.
I like arrogant Vikings. I like Vikings, but he looks a bit weird when he smiles.
There may be a video after the video. After the video? No, there may be a video after the concert of just me because she's in prison. Because she's done something to Eka.
Yeah, you know, the Vikings used to rape and pillage us. I'm going to turn it round. You know, I'll be raping and pillaging them.
All of them?
No, not all of them.
Just Eka.
Well, you want to rape and pillage Fractals, you know.
I'm supposed to be mentioning that.
We won't rape and pillage Pavo or Miko.
No, they're safe.
They're safe. I mean, Pavo is lovely, and he's an amazing guy, and
Miko is sweet. He
and
is a sweet
Miko
one.
is so sweet. But we just want to rape and pillage the other 2. Well, she wants to rape and pillage one, and I want to do the other one, so.
Anyway, moving on.
And I'll end up in jail.
Third band.
Okay.
Hang on. Have I gone nuts?
No, why?
No, I'm already nuts. I can't think. Who's the... no, I've lost one. No, I know that one. Wait a minute. So we've covered Avenged.
Yeah.
We've covered Apocalyptica.
Yeah.
The next one we're covering is that one. Then who? Because I know number 1 is Oh, is it 4 bands, not 5, isn't it?
I don't.
Yeah, it's 4. Ignore me. Doolally.
Right, the next one.
Black Veil Brides.
Black Veil Brides are a metal band from Hollywood, California. The lead singer was in a film called American Satan, which is now being made into a series, which she won't watch because she doesn't want to see Andy doing unspeakable things and being on drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
I have seen it. It's a pretty good film, but there is a lot of drugs and sex and various other things going on in it. We have been to see them.
About 5 times.
I've been to see them about 4 times. She's been to see them about 5
And
times.
we've seen Andy Black as well.
We've seen Andy Black also.
Yeah, that's one of my BBB tags.
That was just after he got married,
One of them.
and he came out for a cigarette, and we had to restrain her from going and attacking him. So, yeah, we went and saw Andy Black, which was amazing. We've seen the Black Veil Brides a good few times. I mean, we went to see them on their first tour when they were supported by 2 bands. One was called Drugs, which was
No, Tig.
a waste of time and effort, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Drugs were
Andy.
not good.
No, you're not
They
Andy.
were fronted by a guy called Clive Owens, who did look surprisingly like what's that geezer out in Nirvana? Kurt Cobain. But they really weren't that good. And also,
Hang on, this is Andy Boy, named after Andy. His name is Andrew Ashley Brockett, and he's a little sod. And he's my baby.
also one of our rescue cats. Reckless Love was also the supporting band at that gig, which we will get onto later, but they were amazing. And you have the song lyrics all up your arm.
Yeah, I have song lyrics. These one. Can't turn my arm that way. But these ones here. It says, no one can. There's 2 songs mixed in, so it's No One Can Tell You Who You Are, which is from The Legacy, and Never Give In, Never Back Down, which is from Never Give In, Never Back Down, and also I have dry skin all over my wrist. Ew. Look at the fallen angels there.
And she also has the cross on her arm. She also has a cross on her arm, which is similar to what Andrew Biersack, who's the front man, has got on his arm. But you can't see that amongst all these other tattoos because he's got a bit tattoo crazy. So, yeah, I mean, she used to talk to them online.
Ashley,
who is unfortunately no longer with the Black Veil Brides, who is accused of some things, and we don't know whether he done them or whether he didn't. We don't think he did, but who knows. And there is an ongoing court case about that at the moment. And but although Ashley is no longer with the band, they've got a guy called Lonnie who took over. And he seems alright from what I've seen of him. As I say, I haven't really heard that much from them in recent months. They've done a couple of singles that they've released, but not that many. And what else can I say about them?
they're really good. They're really good. But they had like an issue at one point when everyone was going off with them and they were going on to Motionless in White.
No, Motionless in White are good.
I do like Motionless in White. I went to a gig and I wanted to hate them. Like, we went to see Looking at Call and they were supporting Looking at Call, and I was like, standing there, and I was with my best friend. We were standing in the front row. They came on stage, I was like, I'm going to hate these. Determined to hate these. And then, because obviously everyone was going off the Black Veil Brides and going on to Motionless in White, and I was like, well, the Black Veil Brides, they haven't done anything. So I was like, okay. So then my foot started tapping, and I was like, oh no. And then I started like, and I was like, oh no. And now I like Motionless in White too. But I haven't gone off the Black Veil Brides. It's still very Black Veil Bridesy. But I kind of have to be.
Yeah, maybe tattoos are a bit done to it, actually.
Yeah. Still love them.
Next one.
Oh, the Ultimate.
Yes.
Right, this one is the one that's at the top of the list. And it is actually at the top of the list.
It's
him.
carved in stone.
Him. And Vinnie Velo. The man.
What a man.
And the music. Hang on. Wait, right. So, him first of all, covering him first because Vinnie Velo is
Right, okay, it's a separate entity.
Yes, he is. As you can see, I'm a loving him. I can't, that, and then you got that one, and then you got that, and look, there's one there. You can't see it. Oh my god, it's upside down. There, that's a hologram as well. So yeah, I am in love with the band Him. The music is amazing. I've been into them for 20 years. Okay, that is more than half of my life. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but it is more than half of quite a chunk. More
She's
than half
over
my life.
20.
Yeah, and I am in deep love with that band. They are amazing. I can't send them enough praises, really. A lot of people don't like them. They are they're mellow, but they're...
I like him. I have to, because I've been listening to him for 20 years. They are classed in a genre called love metal, which is also the name of their album.
one of their albums.
One of their
They haven't
albums.
got one album out.
They are really, really good. Unfortunately, him disbanded a couple of years ago.
2017.
But Villavallo, who is the front
Hang on,
man,
I ain't finished talking about him yet.
hang on. Villavallo, who is the front man, has started a band of his own called...
No, it's not a band, is it? It's just Vili Valo. Or
Well,
Villa
they said
Valo.
it was a band.
But,
And he's the face of Presidente Coffee in Finland.
yeah, as of yesterday. Anyway, so, him. In 2013, I was lucky enough to go and see him thanks to my best friend. She got me a ticket. And for Christmas, I think it was. And,
It was in October.
yeah, I know. It was on Halloween. And I look like a freak show anyway whenever I go out. I look like a spooky person anyway. So it was like, okay. So, went to this
She
gig.
had on a spiky... She had a dress with like a spiky bra bit to it.
Yeah.
And it caught his eye and he stared
Wait.
at her on his son.
Went to the gig. Well, first of all, I went to where I used to work and she made everyone say trick or treat and gave them sweets. She's mean. And we went to the gig. Got there early, as we always do, at the Coco in London, in Camden. Oh, it's not in Camden, is it? It's in
It's actually in Mornington Crescent.
Mornington Crescent, that's it. So we went there, we waited outside, we heard the sound check through the stage door, and I was getting really excited because at that point I'd waited 13 years to go and see them. I've been in them since 2000, and I'd waited 13 years to go and see them from then. So I was like, right, okay. So, we went in. First band was absolute rubbish because the guy had a microphone in front of him. Okay. He was like, okay, great. Man has a microphone. Great band.
He's going to sing.
Playing the drums and everything. And the music wasn't bad and he never sung. He sort of grabbed the mic like he was going to... He wasn't actually doing anything. He wasn't playing anything either. He was just standing there, posing. And he grabbed the mic a few times and said, let's go sing. And he didn't. And it was like...
He wasn't even with the band because he kept standing in the wings going... And he was really getting into it. And it was the biggest load of toss I have ever heard.
Anyway, so that didn't go down well. Now, the backdrop for him was there. And I saw it and I was like happy. And my mum went down and got me 2 t-shirts. And I went and got a drink and everything was fine and dandy. And we were waiting for the gig to start and we was all happy and all smiles and yay.
I'll just the reason why I felt so comfortable running around in the Coco, even though it was a bit crowded, is because it used to be called Camden Palace.
Go away!
And I worked there for some years. And I know that place like the back of my hand, and if there was a lot of people, I'd know where to run.
So anyway, irrelevant. But when him came out on stage, that was it, wasn't it? I was crying my eyes out. I had waited 13 years to see this band, and I just cried.
She cried through the entire concert.
I just cried and cried and cried, and I cried my makeup off. And when he sung Kiss of Dawn, I think the light must have caught one of my studs because he stared at me.
And we had these green eyes that you could. I mean, we were actually up on the balcony, on the second balcony,
Tiggy, pack it in!
and you could actually see how green his eyes were, and he was fixated on her. And it must have been the light catching on our studs or something, because I don't see how he could have actually seen what you looked like from where you were. But you'd also spoken to him prior to that anyway, years before.
Years before, yeah.
And
No.
and she was nearly having a coronary when she spoke to him, and it was like, I just spoke to Vili. And
Although I called him Vili Vacuolo.
yeah.
But it didn't go down too bad. He didn't.
I mean, his name is actually Villa Valo,
I always call him
but
Vili
we
Vacuolo.
say Vili Valo. And she even called him Vili Valo when she was talking to him, and he was okay.
He played me a song. He asked me to clean his tower.
And then we saw the state of his tower, and she was glad she said no.
But she thinks it was in code.
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
You can't think of the word, can you?
Euphemism.
That's it.
I'm pretty sure it was a euphemism for something else. I think he meant clean his tower. not clean his tower. I think he wanted you to clean his tower.
Anyway.
'Cause he was quite rude, and we were saying about Alone in the Dark, and there was this song that they played called 7 Seconds Away by Nana
No,
Cherry.
not 7 seconds away, 7 seconds.
7 Seconds by Nana Cherry and some French guy. And they actually played that to a sex scene in the film.
Anyway.
I'm not even going to ask. And he actually watched that because we mentioned it. And he went, oh, you couldn't see anything. It wasn't very good. So, you know, he was a little bit rude. So I think that the whole cleaning the tower was a euphemism for cleaning a tower.
I was over 18, doesn't matter. Anyway.
You said no.
I know, it doesn't matter anyway. But that's irrelevant. I cried through the whole thing and felt like a complete idiot afterwards, but
She really loved it.
I was... His voice. Oh, his voice.
Okay, we are doing a video
I
here.
know, his voice is like...
Yes, Kayla. So,
Yeah.
they're her favourite bands.
But Vili Valo, the band, he done 3 songs. He's done an EP called Gothica Finetica or something, anyway. It means finished love, I think, or something like that. A lot of people have reviewed them on YouTube. A lot of people don't like them. I say screw them,
We like them.
because they are amazing. All 3 of them. His voice, yeah. And it sounds very him.
Well, it would. He was the front man of him.
Very him, but we love him, so we love these new tunes. The man. What a man.
What a man.
What a man.
Do you mean like...
No, I mean, what a man. I love him. Like, not the band. The band as well, but the man.
She's had this thing going on for over 20 years.
Yes.
And he's attractive.
Oh, he's more than attractive.
He's getting old now, and he looks a bit like Shaggy's dad. But she doesn't care.
Still would.
And he's also singing sort of jazz with a band called The Agents.
Still would.
And that album's gone platinum, so that's The Agents with Vili Valo singing with them. And he done one of his own songs, When Love and Death Embrace, with The Agents. So, I mean, check them out on YouTube. They are really good. They're worth a listen.
In the coffee advert that he did yesterday, I've seen it about 20 times. He had his eyeliner on. And yeah, okay, he's got a bit of facial hair. If he had shaved his facial hair, he would look like he did 20 years ago. He would. He would.
But he's got this love of wearing beanies. And we wouldn't saw him. Okay, fair enough, it was October, but we were in the Coco. The Coco gets very, very hot. It's not a large venue. And he was wearing a cardigan. He was wearing a scarf and a beanie. I think he lives in the beanie. I think he was born with a beanie on his head. And the night
I've seen him without it.
The night we went and saw him, he really wasn't feeling it. You know, there wasn't much interaction with the audience. He kept buggering off stage. And it wasn't what a normal hymn show usually is. It wasn't as good as it would have ordinarily been. I don't think he was feeling it that night. But whether or not he wasn't at his best, she still loved it. And that is the important thing.
13 years at that point, 20 years now. So I'm hoping when I go to Finland,
we'll run into him.
Yeah, it's quite easy to do that.
He lives in Helsinki somewhere, and we're going to Helsinki.
But it's like, in Finland, if you don't know, people like who are famous or in bands or whatever, they just walk around. They don't have protection or anything.
Even the president of Finland just walks around and does his shopping. You know, there is no... You don't get all these bodyguards and... Hello, Tiggy. You don't get all these bodyguards and everything in Finland. If you're famous, you're just the same as everyone else.
You're on your own. Apart from if you're speeding, you get a ticket.
Yeah, because in Finland, I don't know whether you know, but the taxes are astronomical. And they have actually brought the wages in line with the taxes, which is a good thing, but the taxes are still very, very high.
Come on. Off the table.
And whether you're famous or not, if you're caught speeding, you will get fined. And the fines are done to what you earn. So if you're famous and you get fined for speeding, whereas anyone else might get €1,000 fine, you'll get like a €3,000 or €4,000 fine, which I think is better because could you imagine it if Paris Hilton had hit someone and they were doing the fines over here like they did over there?
That's in America.
Well, in America.
Yeah.
Then she would actually be punished properly rather than just getting slap on the wrist and them saying, oh, that's okay, you know, you're famous, we'll just give us 50 quid and we'll say no more about it.
Mm.
You know, so I think their system is actually better. Also, they have what they call, all babies have got to be born equally. So if you're pregnant, you get a box with
Send into a review of Finland.
everything you need for the first few months in it for the baby. So, yeah, I think Finland have got dead right.
Okay. Reckless Love.
Reckless Love, Finnish band. The lead singer is a guy called Olli Herman, and he is...
Hang on, first of all, if you haven't heard Billy Valo's three new songs, go and listen to them. They're amazing. And I still love him.
Olli Herman is gorgeous. He looks like a cross between Thor and Barbie. And I think he based his look on Mike Monroe, who's the lead singer of Hannah Rocks.
Oh, mate.
I do think there is a very strong influence. I'm keeping you right.
Yeah.
There is a very strong influence there. And we went to see them. We've seen them several times.
Reckless Love, not Hannah Rocks.
Reckless Love.
Although I did see Mike Monroe at Golden Gods one year.
And we went to see them for my birthday at
Barfly.
the Barfly.
Which is now the Camden Assembly.
It's now the Camden Assembly, but it was Barfly then. And we were just standing there quite happily. I mean, we went to see, I've got to add this, we went to see Mallory Knox that night as well. Mallory Knox were the other band. And Mikey was really
Oh, bless him.
ill. He was really ill. He had flu, so he wasn't well. And he actually fell backwards into the drum kit. We thought he was acting. But then he went...
No, because he swore.
Yeah, he swore. He said something that rhymed with duck. Because he fell backwards into the drum kit.
Yeah.
And he had a cup of tea and he said, the drink of kings, the drink of champions. Because he was drinking tea. He was really, really ill, and when he actually came off stage, he went back to the van and just collapsed in there. He was not well. But a Reckless
Wasn't
Love.
that the night when New Device were playing?
Yeah. You got sweated on and you touched your face.
Touched my face.
You touched her face.
I have an issue, right? Because I go out and I wear makeup. I wear a lot of makeup. Like, this is just me every day. But when I go out, I wear more. 'Cause it takes me about an hour to get ready. Something like that. So, it takes me a long time. I wear a lot of makeup. He came up to me, because he was at the front, because of you. He came up to me and he went like this. And he touched my face. And I have this thing where I look at my mum when I'm confused or annoyed, and I do this. And I looked at her. He was standing there. He looked at me, and I went to my mum. She knows what that means.
Yeah, that means what the hell?
And I said, he touched my face. And then when he came off of the stage, we went over and spoke to him, and she went, you touched her face. She wasn't happy about that. And I went, no, I wasn't happy about that. But the drummer was nice.
She liked the drama. But back to Ollie Herman.
Oh, Sue as well. Anyway.
Before we actually went into the auditorium, Hesu was outside having a cigarette and he was staring at her through the window of the door. They were like, their eyes were mating. They were like, they wouldn't take their eyes off of each other. And we were at the front, bear in mind, and he kept staring at her, and he's the drummer. But Ollie Herman...
There's videos on YouTube of this little thing with red hair in the front, and him staring at this little thing with red hair. The little thing with red hair is me.
But Ollie Herman, apart from being an absolutely gorgeous human being, he was performing and my feet were killing me. We had been standing up for ages. And I put my hands on the speaker. And he went to put his foot on the speaker, and he just put his foot down and realised that there was something squidgy, and it was my hand. And he took his foot off, and reflexly, he didn't even put any weight on it. I went, ow. And
Ow.
she was like, you all right? I went, he didn't even put his weight on that. He put his mic down on the floor, on the stage, turned around, did a U-turn, stopped singing, took my hand in both of his and looked me straight in the eye and went, I'm so sorry. I was in love with him anyway. I was more in love with him after that. It made my birthday. And Katie looked at me and went, ah! And I looked back at her and went, ah! So, yeah, he probably thought we were both raving lunatics. But, Ollie Herman, if this video makes its way to you somehow in some shape or form, I love you. And thank you for making my birthday that year. So
I don't think he's going to see this.
But he might. You never know where videos go. You know, someone might put this up and say, this is the worst video on YouTube, and he might watch it. Because the internet is actually right in Finland. So he might.
YouTube's not though.
No, but video is, well, internet. You're going to sneeze, aren't you?
I don't know. It's there, but it's not coming out.
But, yeah, Ollie Herman, great human being, immensely talented, and Reckless Love are a great band. Check them out on YouTube.
I'm going to go and sniff some pepper in a minute.
They're really, really good.
I just get a sneeze out. It's gone. It's gone.
Anyone else?
I'm in love with loads of people.
Maz out of Nightwish.
Tumas
out of Nightwish. She is...
Tumas Jalapeno.
She's got a love affair going on with him. Portugal Vasco from Apocalyptica.
All
Again.
these people I have a love affair going on with, but they don't know it.
Billy Velo.
Oh. Need to be a sack.
Just say the name.
Ashley Purdy.
Andrew Biersack, Ashley Purdy, Bill Boer, Jan Stewart, Old Uncle Tom Cobley, and oh, that's what it sounds like.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh, Mickey Mouse. She has a relationship with Mickey Mouse. She has him tattooed on the back of her leg, but unfortunately he's got his long-term girlfriend Minnie on it as well. But she's got a thing going on with Mickey Mouse. She is absolutely obsessed with Disney. It's unhealthy for someone her age, and I'm not saying how old you are, to be obsessed with Disney.
Even that's Disney. My phone cover is even Disney.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney.
Oh, Johnny Depp as well. I'm in love with him too.
Everyone's in love with Johnny Depp. But yes, so there's some of the bands that we like. Why don't you comment? Let us know what you like.
And hopefully one day we'll, if you don't mind not having the video or anything, we might actually do some reviews of music as well. And, you know, you can let us know what you think.
Might be something that we haven't heard of. I mean,
I actually want to do, at some point, guess that tune with you.
oh God.
That'd be fun.
But, you know, maybe it's something that we haven't heard of.
No, anything, just
comment,
let us know.
send a suggestion, you know.
If you send me a suggestion of music, I can listen to it and then I can review it. I can listen to it on the channel and review it on the channel, as long as you don't mind not having the video, because I'm doing these all on my phone.
So let us know. Comment. You know, we need to get your comments. We need your feedback. I mean, even if you just want to tell us that we're rubbish, what the hell are we doing here? At least we're getting some kind of...
Because if not, I'm going to start reviewing music that I like as well.
And we're just reviewing stuff that may be of interest to someone else on the planet other than us.
Yeah.
So, please, we welcome your feedback. Thank you to Leanne and Kai for commenting. That is really kind of you. Yes, Leanne, we will get to your yogurt. But comment. Ask us stuff. Tell us what you want to see. You know, we need your feedback. Because without you, we can't carry this on, because we'll just be talking about a load of old drivel that we're into.
And we'll do it, but you might not be interested in that, so...
No. I mean, this book, for instance, great book. She writes all her stuff in it. You know, where did we buy it? It was
Clinton's, I think.
Clinton's.
It's like £3 something, it was on
Clinton's in Romford at Christmas time.
It's in the South.
Yeah, it was in Sal, and it's a really good book, and it's
Two
lined,
pages empty,
it's lined paper. It's a really good book.
Great.
Now that wasn't interesting, was it? That interested absolutely nobody. So that's the sort of thing we are getting close to doing, because we're not getting the comments. We had one comment from somebody who sent us a link to a porn site. We don't review porn. We're family friendly here. And also, with two women, do we really want to watch porn? I don't think so. So, you know...
Not my thing.
Give us something that we can actually work with, and we will...
I don't think they wanted me to review it, though, to be honest.
I think it's something to do with your model name. Her modelling name is Pandora Pantera. It has been for...
a long time.
A very long time, over 20 years. And there is a new porn star that's surfaced in the last couple of years who is also called Pandora Pantera. But she ain't a model. She does...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She does adult movies. And that is possibly what they were trying to get at. I don't know what they were thinking.
I don't think so, because it's not on the YouTube, my modelling name.
Please,
I think they're just being disgusting.
Please, comment, subscribe. What's the other one? Like. Yeah, comment.
I don't know.
Comment, like, subscribe. It will help us more than you know, because we've had 2 people comment other than Mr. Paul, and we would really, really, really like to know what you want to see, what you think. Are we doing a good job? Probably not. But let us know, because without you, we don't know what we're doing. We're like a compass spinning around in no true direction, so...
But we're going to keep doing these, even if you don't comment.
Even if you don't like
they're just going to get worse.
We're not going to go away.
No.
We're just going to stick around here and just be really annoying. Yeah. So, please, like, comment, subscribe. It will help us more than you realise. And be kind and considerate. And we'll see you next time. And tell us we Bye bye.